Ladies and gentlemen, Patrik Walker here of DallasCowboys.com, and I am standing here with none other than the first ever Agent Zero for the Dallas Cowboys, DeMarvion Overshown, superstar linebacker. DeMarvion, just talk about what this means to you with the first one at Texas, with the number 0. You're ushering in that era with the Dallas Cowboys. What does this number mean to you, and just how important is it for you to wear it?
You know, I've always felt like as soon as they changed the policy where you can wear 0 in the NFL, and like I just knew it was meant to be. Like being the first one to wear it at Texas, as you say, growing up a Longhorn, a Cowboy, you know, in the great state of Texas, I wear it as a badge of honor. You know, it's not too many people that get to say they the first to do anything, and the fact that I was the first to wear 0 at Texas, first to do it in Dallas Cowboys history, you know, that's a badge of honor. And when I say it's just like when Superman put on his cape, when I put that 0 on, man, it's really Agent O out there.
And speaking of feeling like Superman when you put that on, everybody's anticipating your return to the field. Obviously, you suffered a devastating knee injury last season in 2024, but you're no stranger to adversity. You bounced back from the first one, was on the trajectory to be a Pro Bowler, if not better. What's your outlook, and where are you right now in the recovery from that injury?
I'm expecting no drop off. You know, just the other day I said I'm not only want to be nominated, but I want to be the comeback player of the year. Just knowing like what it takes to get back to the level of what I was playing at, knowing that I'm capable of that. You know, I've been through this before, so that of course that helps. And you know, just knowing what I'm going back to. You know, it ain't my rookie year no more. Last year, it was still brand new to me. You know, it was like a kid in a little tiny pool. But now, you know, I feel like I'm a shark in the ocean. I can do what I want to in this league. So it's really just about getting healthy.
Now, there are some outside the building who are wondering if you step foot on the field in 2025. What's your message to those people who are doubting your ability to overcome adversity and your ability to return this season?
You know, keep it coming. It just fuels me. You know, I see it. You know, I'm not blind to it, but I know what's for me, and I already seen myself and what I'm gonna be doing on the field next year. I've already seen it in the vision, so I just know that. You know, the love, I feel the love just as much as I see the doubters. So, you know, just keep it coming. But no, I'm gonna be on the field next year.
And once you get onto the field, and even now, you're preparing with another defensive coordinator, Matt Eberflus. He returns to the Dallas Cowboys, and he's known as a linebacker guru. Guess what position you play? Linebacker. What have those conversations already been like with Eberflus, and what's his plan for you on how to utilize you in his system?
Just making sure. First of all, I'm ready when I get healthy, and that's been our main talking points. Is just staying in the building. You know, even when like we doing cones, just line up the cones. You know, mental reps, but it's running hit defense. You know, exactly where I want to be and what's gonna make me take my game to the next level. We talked about things that I can work on, things that not only gonna make me a Pro Bowler, but an All Pro, and you know, a guy that's up for the Defensive Player of the Year award one day. So, just having those conversations, knowing that all his defenses are like that, and he's not going nowhere where he don't believe he can make some stuff shake. And you know, I'm all for it. The guys in the building is all for it, and we ready to run through a wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, DeMarvion Overshown, your newest and first and only Agent Zero for the Dallas Cowboys.